Hi, this is Maria from Crochet A to Z, and welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please push that subscribe button. And if you have, I want to thank you very much for being here. I also would like you to push the like button because it does help get the algorithms out there so everyone can find this channel. Well, this is number five of the Christmas Afghan. And we're going to be doing the bead stitch. And it's really easy. You can write it down, you can follow along with me, whatever makes you comfortable. But we're going to do the bead stitch, and it's going to be really easy. Once you get going, you're going to love this stitch as much as I do. Now, again, I want to mention, these are beautiful stitches. You can use them for any Afghan you want. You can use them for any project you want. They're just beautiful stitches. If you want to go along and make the Afghan, the Christmas Afghan, you can. If you want to make some other kind of Afghan, fall, whatever you want to make, your own favorite color Afghan, and use these stitches, absolutely, they're beautiful. So again, let's get started. Now, because I started with this variegated yarn, which is the mistletoe, then I went to red. That was my second pot. And then I went to the mistletoe again. So now we're going to go back to the red. And again, if you're not going to make this and you're going to make something else, or you want to just design your own, absolutely, whatever makes you happy. So what we can do is, this is a little floppy part of the one we made. We can go right in here and we can add a new color that we're going to make this. We're going to add that. And then what we're going to do is in this, we're going to make a single crochet. We're going to go in that back loop and make the single crochet. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work, and this is the front and the back, we're going to work in this back loop of this. So we're going to not work there, we're going to work there. And we're going to make a single crochet right along. And you're going to have, let me show you, again, not this loop, this loop. We're going to make single crochets right along, and you'll have 29 single crochets right along. And you always want to make sure that your number count for your stitches is correct, because it's going to matter when you put it together for the border. It's going to matter. So you want to make sure that your stitch count is correct. It's going to help as you move forward with this block and all the other blocks actually, but it is going to matter. So we're going to go right along and put a single crochet in the back loop only. And you can see there's a little ridge formation here because we're working in the back loop only. And we're going to go right across, and you always want to make sure that you get the last stitch of your row, because sometimes it doesn't look like a stitch, but it is. So you want to make sure you get into that back stitch and make your single crochet. And then if you want, and I like to make sure I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29 stitches. Perfect. So now we're going to chain 1. And we're going to turn our work. We're going to turn our work, and we're going to make 29 single crochets right across. We don't have to worry about the front loop or the back loop. We're going to go through all of it, and we're just going to make 29 single crochets right across. And this is the bead stitch. And this is number 5 of the series. And the reason why it's number 5 is because you're going to count this as part 4. This is part 5. So I just want to mention you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to do a single crochet right across. In every stitch. So you'll have 29 single crochets. I really do love this stitch. It's really pretty for Afghans, baby blankets, whatever you want to make. It's a really, really pretty stitch. So, and it looks more intricate than it is. So there's row 2. So row 1 and row 2 are single crochet rows. So now you're going to chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. And we're going to turn our work. And now we're back to the front side, which is the right side, and you know because you see texture. Once you chain 3, that chain 3 counts as a double crochet. Now you're going to make 3 more double crochets. So you're going to count that one, 1, and you're not going to go in here because you have the double crochet right here. You're going to go into the next stitch and make 2, 3, and 4. And there you have your 4 double crochets. Once you do that, we're going to make a bead stitch. So you're going to yarn over, and you're going to put your hook around this 4th double crochet, and you're going to pull up a loop. And you have 3 on your hook. You're going to yarn over, go in there again, pull up a loop. You now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your hook. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to go in there a 3rd time. You're going to go in, and you're going to pull up a loop. Now you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to go through all 6 loops. You're not going to go through 7 loops. You're going to go through 6 loops. Now you're going to have 2 left on your hook. You're going to yarn over and go through 2. And that's your first bead stitch. That is your first bead stitch. Now what you're going to do is you're going to skip this stitch. This is where your bead stitch is. You're going to skip the stitch next to it. Now you're going to go into the next one, and you're going to make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now what you're going to do is you're going to make another bead stitch. You're going to yarn over. You're going to go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop. You're going to go in and out of there 3 times. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops on your hook. You're golden. You're going to yarn over and you're going to go through 6 of those. And you're going to have that. So you're going to go through 6. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and go through 2. And that's your next bead stitch. Now here's your bead stitch in this stitch. You're going to skip the next stitch and you're going to make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to make another bead stitch. Yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop. Now you have 4 double crochets. So now you're going to make another bead stitch. Yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop. You're going to do it 3 times and you're going to have 7 loops on your hook. You're going to pull, if you want, you can pull that away. You're going to go through 6 of them. Then you're going to yarn over because you have 2 on your hook and you're going to make that bead stitch. Now again, this is where your bead stitch is. You're going to skip this. You're going to go into the next stitch. You're going to skip this. You're going to skip this. You're going to go into this next stitch. Never go into where your bead stitch is. Don't go into the next stitch after your bead stitch. You go into the next stitch. And you're going to make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to make another one, another bead stitch. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go through 6 of those loops, going to have 2 left, and I'm just going to go through those 2. Now I'm going to skip that one where the bead is, skip that one, and make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you have, right now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 made. So now you have 4 double crochets. In this one you're going to make your bead. 1, 2, 3. Go through 6. 2 are left on your hook. Go through 2. And we're going to skip where your bead is. You're going to skip this stitch, and in the next 4 stitches you're going to make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here is your bead stitch row. Isn't that pretty? So now what's going to happen is you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And that was row 3. So now this is row 4. Row 4 is going to be a single crochet in each stitch across. One single crochet in each stitch across. When you're done with this square or this bead stitch, it's going to measure 7 by 9. It should measure 7 by 9. If it measures 7 by 9, then you're all set. And I just want to mention that you will have, let me just do these single crochets in every stitch, even where the bead stitch is. You will have a total, and let me just finish this up so I can show you. You will have a total of 5 bead stitches in that row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A total of 5. So you did a single crochet row after you did row 3, which was your bead stitch row, and then row 4 is a single crochet. Now row 5 and row 6 are both single crochet rows. Chain 1 and turn your work. And single crochet in every stitch across. Single crochet in every stitch across. And this is row 5. In between your bead stitches, you will have 3 rows of single crochets. So we want to go right across and do a single crochet in every stitch across. Now again, that is row 5. Now we're going to do, and this is what it looks like. In the green and the red. Now you're going to chain 1, because we're going to do row 6. And we're going to turn our work around. And again, we're going to do a single crochet in every stitch across. And this is row 6. A single crochet in every stitch across. So this is row 6. So we did a single crochet row for row 4, row 5, and row 6. And as soon as I'm done with this row, I'm going to show you what it looks like. again, this will measure 7 by 5. This will measure 7 by 5. It will have 29 stitches across. And that's what it looks like. Isn't it pretty? It is really pretty. Here's the other one, but it's really, really pretty. Now what we're going to do after that, we're going to go to the next step. Okay, once we do that, what we're going to do is repeat rows 3 through 6 5 times, or until your work measures approximately 7 by 9. So that's what you're going to do. So in the next row, you're going to start your bead stitch again. So again, you're going to repeat rows 3 through 6 at least 5 times. And you'll have an approximate size of 7 by 9. When you're done with this, leave and you fasten off at least a tail of 15-inch tail at least, because what's going to happen is this side and this side are going to be brought together, and that's why you want a long tail. You want at least a 15-inch tail, because we're going to be sewing these together, and I'll stitching them together so that it will form, and I'll show you, so that it will form this. So that's why you want to make sure your tail, because you want to be able to put those two together. And I'll show you just how easy that is in the next tutorial. I'm going to turn this around so you can see it, because this is what you're looking at. This is the bead stitch. This is the rib stitch. This is the bead stitch. This is the rib stitch. And again, you're going to be sewing these together. So again, continue rows 3 to 6 until your section measures a 7 by 9 approximately. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of number 5 of the Christmas Afghan. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Love you all. Bye-bye.